అదిగో ఆమె మాట్లాడుతుంది.
ఎలిక తోలు తెచ్చి
ఏంది నువ్వు?
ఎందాక ఉతికిన నలుపు నలిపేగా
అది చెయ్యి మరి ఏం పిచ్చి చేస్తావు?
ఎరుపు రాదే
ఆహా.
ఉప్పు కప్పు రంబు
డాడీ అది
పోలిక
చెయ్యి,
నుండు
ఇది చెయ్యి. ఎందుకు అయ్యి
చెప్తా.
ఏం బాల
చూడ చూడ రుచులు జాడ వేరయ్యా.
తప్పే వాడింది.
చెప్పులో రాయి చెవిలోన జోరీగా.
ఉమ్,
చెప్పులో రాయి చెవులో జోరీగా. ఎంత తీసుకొస్తాయి చెప్పు. చెప్పులోన రాయి
చాలే
చెవిలో
ఇది చెప్పుకో.
జోరీగా. చెప్తాలే అక్కసేపు ఆగి. ఇదే ఈ పని
ఏం
తెలుగు
బాల
పద్యాలు అయిపోయింది.
ఇది తెలుగు పద్యం
అవును
కాదు.
మరి. ఏ దేశ చరిత్ర చూసినా ఏముందిరా గర్వకారణం. ఏముంది గర్వకారణం గురిజాడ.
రాసుకుంటా, నువ్వు అటు ఇటు తిరగవాక. బెడ్ మీద
ఏంది
ఏం వేయవాక. ఫస్ట్ ఇది ఊడుస్తున్నానమ్మా.
చెప్పులో రాయి. Okay, we are actually talking about poems written by Vemana and Gurujada Appara and so many best prominent poets. They have written so many poems in India, that too in Telugu language. I am really proud to be Telugu person because I studied my education in Telugu medium up to intermediate. And getting to know something about in Telugu medium, Matru mother language is a very important thing because you could understand the details um, from the ground level. The language Telugu that can give you the complete insight into a particular topic or knowledge. So I have studied the computers. Masters of computer applications is my qualification. But just remember one thing. I enjoyed studying Telugu medium because I understood the concepts very well in Telugu language than that of English language. Even though the most of the knowledge was there in the English medium and English database, but you see, India is a diverse set of languages and cultures.
మా సైలెంట్ గుండమ్మా.
We have different languages in India, like we have a Telugu, we have a Hindi, we have Tamil, we have a Kannada, we have Gujarati, we have Marathi, we have Odisha, and so many languages are there. So many different people are living in India with different cultures and traditions. And many people are educated, and so many people are still illiterate. They don't know anything, right? They are still illiterate people. And most of the people in India, they are living based on agriculture. They are cultivating the lands and they are growing fruits or anything that is required for as a food. See, India is agriculture based country, and so many states also the same thing. Yet we are moving towards industrialization. We are moving towards technology in so many states. You look at Andhra Pradesh, it has brought a Google data center to Andhra Pradesh, and they are doing some research R&D on quantum computing. And you look at indoor, you can look at also this Hyderabad and Bangalore, and even in North India, Mumbai, Delhi also, technology oriented. We are actually moving towards the some technological oriented improvements and uh, technological related in revolution. So we should always keep in mind. I can see the Indian history, from the beginning, Aryas. So they started the civilization. From there, uh, we were ruled by many kingdoms and kings. We were ruled by Mauryas and Guptas, Gupta kingdoms, Maurya kingdoms, and we're also ruled by so many Delhi sultans and nizams. We're also ruled by Kakatiya kingdom, and there are so many kingdoms were passed, and finally we got Independence Day. India is having a very good history, and beautiful uh, historical record. So many religions are there. So many religions. Like if you take a look at the history of India, and we have Hinduism. Apart from Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism, Christianity, and Islam. So many diverse set of religions and religious people they have been living in our country. Okay, even there is a diversity and people they live like a brothers and sisters. There is a unity even in diversity. That is why Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. So people like Dr. B.R. Ambedkar they fought for the freedom rights of Dalit people also, because I am a Dalit. Uh, and also so many freedom fighters are there, Bhakt Singh, Gandhiji, and Subhash Chandra Bose. So many people they fought for our country for Independence Day, and finally we got independence from British culture. Of course, you look at British the ruling. We are like a slaves under their religion. Even though they educated us and they built so many colleges, schools, hospitals, and industries. So many, in so much infrastructure has been built in the arena of British India. We should not forget that, right? So of course, we were as slaves that time, but of course, even if we were as slaves, we were educated. Okay, we are like a civilization, like a, forest a civilization living in under the forest and worshipping so many idols. So it is happening like that. And even if in Hinduism also some blind beliefs are there. Like whenever husband dies, and as per Hinduism, they ask the wife of that person to sit on the that tomb, and they will burn that lady also alive. So that is a very dangerous blind belief in those days. So many freedom fighters, Raja Ram Mohan Rai, and so many freedom fighters like that, they fought against that. Even British also opposed to those kind of blind beliefs. So we received a very good things and bad things from British India. If you look at the history, both are there. But finally, we wanted our freedom, and we wanted to establish our own democracy, which is why we fought against British India, and we actually said a goodbye to them, and they have given it. But look at it, since 1947, look at the economy and the situation of the India, right? Even if the Britishers they went there, still we can see the slavery. So many people are suffering in poverty. There's so much inequality. Okay, so much problems are there. Still, there is no proper infrastructure for so many cities, rural areas. Okay, so many people are unemployed. At youth are unemployed. People are getting educated, but that is really useless. That education and all right. So, what did we achieve all these years, right? We have to think about it in all these situations because we should not forget the history of India, right? So many kings, as I told you, Maurya kings, Gupta kings, Chola kings, and these Kakatiya and Nizams. So many. You look at the history, right? So we were. So we have seen good times and bad times. But the thing is, we are still facing issues in Indian society. Even if we achieved so many milestones, but we should keep in mind we are still struggling and we are still suffering. Some percentage of Indian people, Indian population are still suffering. They do not have at least basic needs like food, shelter, and water. They are still suffering it. That is why Gurjada Parao is a poet. He said one thing. You look at any country history, is there anything to be proud of? He said something. ఏ దేశ చరిత్ర చూసినా ఏముంది గర్వకారణం in Telugu. So you should not be proud of things, right? As a Indian, if you are a true Indian, if you should not be proud of the things, and you should not say that we are very developed and we are a $1 trillion company. We have achieved so many. Don't say like that. If you are a leader, look at the situation, cities, people, rural areas, and people who are suffering, who are in agony, who are actually, they are still struggling, striving for day-to-day food. So, as a leader, you don't say lectures, or don't give lectures and statements with the mic and mouth, you know, and don't be proud of yourself at all if you are a leader. There's nothing to be proud of anything, right? Still, so many things have to be done, have to be changed. The system has to be changed, right? So don't say that as an Indian we achieved so much thing and so many things we achieved. Don't say that. Don't ever say that. Okay, we are still a slave country to other country because there is no manufacturing. Nobody is innovating anything. We are unable to innovate new things. Our minds are not designed to innovate because our education system is like that. It is a fault to education, right? There is a fault in education. It is a fake education. We are manufacturing the manpower and youth power with a fake education. There are no practical skills. We could not build even a single thing at all, right? We always do copy something from other country, foreign knowledge, foreign technology. We always do copy that, right? What did we achieve? We do have IIT, Indian Institute of Technologies in Mumbai, Tamil Nadu, so many states, Delhi. What is the use of that? How many people are really getting educated with the proper knowledge, proper technological knowledge, or with proper innovative minds? Nobody is there. Nothing is there, right? It's all just fabricated minds, and we are fabricating our success. We should not do that, right? No, what is the how, you can say me, you can ask me that how can you say that, because I can show you the history. You look at the history since 1947. Look at the history of India from 1947. What did we achieve? We have these states. We have so many member of parliament, MPs, MLAs, chief ministers. We have executive department, judicial department. Still, there is no proper infrastructure. Very narrowed construction of the houses. Still, so many. Uh, labor people, they are still suffering in some labor areas. You look at the infrastructure there. There is no neatness. One side the drainage will be there, other side people are living there. And you are calling India is developed, so developed, $1 trillion company. Don't say that. Even BJP leaders also don't say that. Okay, you achieved nothing. Of course, you tried to remove the corruption by banning the money and these things. Again, what happened? Again, crime has taken another form. Even if you did that, when you did something, you should take a precautions that the crime will never form again. But you did not do that, right? You just did something blindly again. The crime and corrupted people, they took another shape, and they converted their block monies and everything into other form. So what I'm telling you, you just look at the history. You just look at the history of a country. So many kings, the corrupt kings are there. They harassed, they torture the people by imposing law, income tax, lot of income tax. Right? You take any state, in Andhra Pradesh, so many useless, dumbest chief ministers. They are ruling our states. They don't know the basic knowledge and basic idea how to rule, basic administration, Indian administration service details. They don't know anything, right? But they are becoming like chief ministers and MLAs. The people who drink quarters of whiskey in the morning and afternoon, they will become the MLAs and MPs. The people who failed the 10th class, they will become the corporates, MLAs, MPs. What is the use of this? Don't say that India is achieved so many. Don't ever say like that. You are speaking a nonsense. Just speaking a nonsense. I can say you are speaking a nonsense. What is media? Media is always, it is opening its mouth and it's saying loudly what kind of nonsense you are building in the country. You look at the blood of so many freedom fighters who died and who suffered, who died for the country's independence. You are like a brown color corrupted crocodile. So many crocodile, they occupied the country. They became the leaders of country. Nothing was changed. Nothing was, still disparity, inequality. So I request each and every leader and citizen of our country and the people, we just look at the history. We have very good and beautiful history. Beautiful, very good, beautiful history. We struggled a lot and we suffered a lot and we achieved so many things. We were a civilization of knowing nothing that time, but now we are educated. We were educated in technology. We were educated in science, social, economics. We were educated in industrialization. We were educated in so many sectors, healthcare, medicine. But still, we are not manufacturing anything on our own, right? So my recommendation is that first we should manufacture or create some product using with our hands, with the physical efforts, not using a brain, because we don't have that much brain. We can use little brain and we can use our physical power. You take a look at China and other countries. Okay, they did every work that they got it from other countries. They manufactured, they built, they civil engineered so many buildings. The same way I recommend. So we should not be ashamed of hearing of these things comparing China. No, you can compare any person. You can compare Pakistan. You can compare other countries, neighboring countries. So many countries are there. If they are getting prosperous and if we are still suffering, there is something wrong with our Indian country. Something wrong with our Indian execution of the administration. Something wrong with the politics of India. Everybody can say that, right? Definitely, everybody will say that. So that is why What I am recommending is first the people. India should utilize the manpower. We have almost 1.4 billion, right? People are living, right? So you should be able to utilize the resource, human resource. How you can utilize them? How you can manufacture some product? Should bring some international product that can be that we can sell in an international market. If you want to get a foreign reserves, how can you get it? You should show some product. You should be able to show some international popularized product. Is there anything in India that you can say? You take a Japan, they'll build washing machines or some technologies. You take China, they'll manufacturing electronics, cheap electronics. You take America, they're technology oriented, they are very good. So where is some product? If I want to talk about it, India, where is some product? Show me the some product. There is no product. That is why I'm asking India. Just we need to get the proper uh, product that can be sold in international markets. Okay, so that is what I want to discuss in this video about Indian history and how we were civilized from the beginning to here. This age, this generation, generations were changed. So many generations, so many kings. They ruled our country. Okay, thank you for listening this video. I hope you understand the situation of India.